welcome back to another YouTube video. I am going to try my hardest not to say that much because in my first video I said a lot of it and that's why it's like so choppy. So I apologize for that. I'm going to really try to do better this time. I promise. So today's video is corresponding with my blog post that I posted up on Wednesday. If you're not following my blog, you can go ahead and do so. It's misskahoks.com. I'll leave it linked down below, or I'll even pop it up on the screen somewhere. On that blog post, I finally did a post that I'm actually very excited about. It's flawless foundation tips. I get a lot of questions regarding my foundation. I have people always asking like, oh, what foundation do you use? Your skin is like just so smooth and so flawless. And while I tell them, the foundation that I'm using, the secret is actually not the foundation, but what I do to lead up to me putting on the foundation. So I'm actually going to split this video into two parts. Today's video is going to be on the foundation and application part, and my video that will be up on Sunday is going to be the part of skincare and hair removal and stuff. So it's just going to go a little bit more in depth to that. So if you want to see how I apply my foundation, the techniques that I use, the brushes and products that I use, then just keep watching. Alrighty, welcome to my humble abode. So I have no foundation on my face. I do have my eyes, I do have my eyebrows on, but on my face I have nothing, just moisturizer. I have some darkness under my eyes, I have some discoloration. You can't really see, but just take my word for it, okay? So the primer I'm going to use today is this primer. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is an oil-free. This is meant for like oily skin. They have one for dry skin. They have actually a lot of different types of primers. A lot of different companies do. So I'm just going to take a small amount and apply this all over my face. Just about that big. See, you don't need a lot. Just enough to cover your face in the areas that you want to. So I'm going to start just patting it around my nose area, on my cheeks, and right in the middle of my forehead. Because for me, this is where I get my oiliness. What I usually do is I put the primer on first, and then I go in with my eyebrows and my eyes. I get that out of the way just because I don't want fallout, because a lot of times when you do dramatic looks in your eyes or use certain types of eyeshadows, they fall out. And if you've already done your concealer, your foundation, you're gonna have powder and it could ruin the color. So for me, I just find it more comfortable to get my eyes done first, because I honestly feel like this is the hardest. It takes the longest. So get that out of the way, and I just want to get that out of the way, and then I can just feel like, phew, just relax. Just my foundation. That's all I gotta do. So these brushes I would recommend for like a lighter coverage if you want these. They're very long bristled and very thin, and they're deep, the bristles. This so that it helps to spread the product out, and it's very light. I think I'm actually just gonna do like a separate video of my favorite brushes. Yeah, keep your eyes out for that. Also, what's good is if you use a sponge. So some sponges, I love my beauty blenders. Beauty blenders can be a little bit pricey. They're about 20 bucks, but they last. So another dupe for your beauty blender is a Real Technique sponge, and this I believe was like maybe $7. Now for people who are like me that like a fuller coverage foundation, you want to get more dense makeup brushes. My current favorite, it is this beauty. This is the Morphe M439, and it looks like this. And it's very, very dirty, but it is very, very well used. That is why. And then lastly, I did also mention in my blog of a flat brush, foundation brush. I forget how I worded it. I really don't know what it looks. It looks like a paintbrush, like this. So now to the foundation. My foundation that I'm going to use today is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. This is in the shade Tawny. It's 3W1. It looks like this. But so what I'm going to do is you want to do small amounts and start in sections of your face. You don't want to just be like and do not pump directly on your brush. The majority of that product is going to be sinking into your brush, and it's going to be a waste because it's not going to go on your skin. It's going to sink into here, and then you're going to need to keep applying more. So, you can use the back of your hand, but again, your skin actually is absorbing that foundation, so you have to actually apply more. I found that this is really dirty. I should have washed all this stuff. So I recommend using something like this. This is actually, it used to be a really nice rectangle, and then I traveled with it and it cracked. It's a glass palette, and I like to put, as you can see, my foundation, I'll put my concealer, I'll put my eyelash glue on here, just so that I know that I'm not wasting product when I place it on here, because it's not absorbing into anything. Nothing is sucking it in. Whereas if I use the back of my hand, if I just suck it into the brush, I'm losing product. Because my pump isn't working, I'm just going to take this, I'm going to open this up. And I'm just twirling it on here so that I can get the foundation off of that and onto this palette. Okay, so I'm going to start with my cheek, and I'm just dabbing my brush onto it, and I'm going to go on. And I'm going to first just start dabbing to get it all over. And you want to make sure that you're blending onto your neck so that it's seamless. It's seamless. People don't see like, oh my gosh, your face is so dark, or your face is so white, and then like the rest of your body just doesn't match. And then you're just going to start blending it all in. Okay, I mean, and that's it. It's really not that difficult. So I did kind of use quite a bit, but I mean, this I would suggest is the best recommendation on how to apply. It's like, even if it's just a plate, just get a plate from your kitchen that you don't mind using, and put your foundation on there and take your brush on there and do it. So I'm gonna actually just go on and speed through and finish my face makeup, and then we will check back.
It's like raindrops on rooftops, and we fall down, and we fall down, fall. So now the tears are forming puddles, and bad has turned to double, and happiness is fading, and clouds are rearranging. I'm looking up at the sky, it's looking like it's gonna rain.
Alright, my Hokus, so that concludes my foundation tips. If you would like a separate video on my foundation routine, or I'm going to try and get some makeup tutorials up for you guys. I just kind of find it hard to do it because you can't really see, like, I don't know if you really see a difference on my face or not. I need better lighting. But, so, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't stopped by my blog, go read my post on my flawless foundation tips. And stay tuned for my skincare video coming up on Sunday. Thank you guys.